It's BattleCOM. BattleCOM is starting. BattleCOM is the geek war of comedy game shows. Already people are chatting into the comments. Tim Rowcliffe is OMG. He's all psyched and set for this, the geek war of comedy game shows. We are going to be battling over, well, skewering pop culture with a panel of fantastic performers. Let's get to know who they are. Just for those of you who are worried about getting in to vote early. Well, not vote early, because you have to wait to hear what the questions are. All right, but the voting app is slido.com, and the event code for today's show is BC27. BC as in BattleCOM 27. Let's meet our battlers. We have Viveth Kanagaratnam, Monica Hamburg, Scott Carter, and Mark Nguyen. Let's bring everybody onto the screen. Whoop. I know there's a way to do this. There it is. Here we are, everybody. Fantastic. Welcome to the complications. Everybody's tuning in. Vote early and vote often. Yes. If you can figure out a way to do that, that's great. I should have a pay per vote thing. Maybe that's one way to generate revenue for this show. This is BattleCOM. It's the geek war of comedy game shows. For those of you unfamiliar, we're going to take 4 battlers, 2 at a time, who will be punching each other in the face with jokes. So you decide who wins. And we're skewering pop culture in a way that they are presented with a topic. They have chosen their choices on that topic, and they have written some jokes. So the first round is always the positive round. The second round, they get to be negative about the other person's choice that they've just heard. And then the third round, if it gets to a third round, is a free-for-all, which could be positive, could be negative. So either written or improv, or they can do a roast attack upon their opponent. Of course, non-physical. COVID rules. Or the fourth thing, just be entertaining, because you are voting not for who's right in these arguments, but who's most entertaining, because we've learned from Fox News, it's not about being right. Joining me here is, in the second window, it's Erica Taddeo, our stage manager. You can find her as Erica_MTL on Instagram. And that's me. Hey!
Woo!
So
I knew I saw that guy before.
Find out what the topics are, get an idea of what our battlefields are today. Our battlefields today are, can they catch them? Is talent recognizable? And blah, yes, my pretties, I win. So, as a new feature that we've been doing the past couple BattleComs, we have the mashups. This one is a Name the Mashup. So we're going to take, well, actually, let's take a little moment to get to know our performers. Mark, you're currently based in Calgary.
Calgary, Alberta.
And you are a member of you were a member of the 404s the first time I met you, the improv troupe. And currently you've also performed at Anime North, at various Comic-Cons across the country.
That's right.
Give us a little resume. I know I just sort of dumped one out there.
Sure. Well, all that and more, Paul. So I've been doing this for a good 20 years now. Don't hit me too hard. I am more from the improv and sketch side of things, but that's where I tend. Oh, sorry, Monica. Later on. But regardless, I'm definitely from the nerd side of things, though. So pick a Canadian anime or Comic-Con. I've probably been to it, and when I go, I love performing either an improv show or some sketch or doing some MC stuff. A lot of people see me there. I'm still part of the 404s. We're ramping up for hopefully a good season online, of course, for whatever the heck this weird environment is, and looking forward to more, and also with hanging out with you guys tonight.
Tim Rowcliffe is saying that Monica and Scott have coordinated their looks. The orange blending into orange, and is also super excited to see Erica, because Erica is everyone's favorite, the closest we have to a center square.
Yay, I'll take it. Thank you, Tim.
Denny Leger is saying hi to everyone. Erica, how has your past month been? Have you had a good month?
I've had a pretty good month, probably better than the last. Daylight savings time, man, that was crazy. Am I right, guys? It was like lots of things happening, lots of the same stuff that I've done for the previous 12 months. You know what? What else is there to say? Oh, I ate some good chicken nuggets. I feel like I should really have something more exciting at this point, but
Chicken nuggets are good.
I don't. I just want to congratulate everyone on making it through like a year of this. Luckily, we have BattleCOM. BattleCOM has been a bright spot in. Well, you guys see the news. Like, I don't need to go into it.
Sean Griffin is saying, hello, friends. Miss you all. We miss you too. Congratulations on the new job, Sean. Sean used to be our NASA representative, but that is now a change-in. Monica Hamburg, host and creator of Confined, which is happening. Is it every Friday now? Or is it back to every second Friday?
It's every second Friday. Yeah.
Every second Friday, you can catch Confined on online on YouTube. How has your month been? Or well, it's been a couple months since you've been on.
Yes, it's been, pandemic-y. It's been filled with the general pandemic angst and what the fuck is this every single day. But other than that, it's been awesome. Stupendous.
Stupendous. And for those of you just tuning in, let us know where you're watching from, and we're going to get started with the games very shortly. Scott Andrew Carter,
Hey.
How has your month been? Did you graduate?
I mean, from what are we talking about here? I have failed to graduate from many places and graduated from like half of a place. So I graduated from a boot camp long ago. That's about it. That's what I've done for the last year. My cat got sick too for a year, so that's
No.
no, it's cool though. We got him some surgery last week, and they removed like I'm gonna say a pound of elastic bands from his small intestine. It was
That's all right.
it was a nightmare, but he's good now.
Good.
Does he have a cone?
No, but he did have a little surgery onesie, which was adorable. Yeah.
This is bad.
Sean
All
Griffin
right,
is saying,
sorry guys. The rest of the show is canceled. We're just going to talk about the cat ones for the next 2 hours.
executive
Again.
decision.
Yeah.
As much as I love the cat, we're going to have to pause. Sean Griffin is saying BattleCom Fridays is what got us through the COVID summer. Denny Leger is watching from a bedroom in Montreal. I hope it's his own.
Well, or he's having fun, and that's great.
Yeah.
Which is true.
More
Very-
audience.
BattleCOM
Very
and
good
chill.
point. Well, I hope it's actually a bedroom that he's welcome to. COVID-19. It is Viveth Kanagaratnam, a name which I have managed to spell in the past week correctly at least
Most
a
of the
dozen
letters
times.
are the same. Okay.
How have you been over this past? Well, this is the first time I've actually had the chance to interact with you for at least 8 months, Viv.
I know. I've been trying hard.
To avoid
To
him?
avoid me? I've been successful in avoiding me at this point.
It's impressive.
And here we are. Yep.
A big shout out thank you to StreamYard for giving us the tools to do this. Are you battlers prepared to die for everyone's entertainment?
Oh yeah.
Well, not
I was
physically.
part of it, but sure, yeah, why not?
All righty then. There's our first name the mashup. The name the mashup is for the audience members. We're going to show you a mashup photo, and then you have to come up with the title. So keep thinking about that. And at the end of the second battle grouping in the first battlefield, you will let us know what you think the title should be. So here is the image. Are you ready? Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So to come up with the name for this mashup, and our first battlefield, Eric, are you ready to run the video?
I will be in literally 3 seconds.
This is our first
Yes.
battlefield, as
Here
presented
is our-
by Barry Carter.
Ladies, gentlemen, friends.
Hey everyone, this is Barry 3D from A Touch of Gray Matters, that YouTube show. You can see it. It's all over. We're having some fun with it. So I'm here on BattleCOM, and I'm just gonna shout out real quick. What is the greatest chase scene in a movie? Sorry, I'm just kind of ducking because I left the toilet seat up and my wife kind of fell in. So right now it could be my life, but yeah. What's the greatest chase scene in a movie? Take care.
So what is the greatest chase scene in a movie? I've frozen at this point in time. If you can still hear me, Erica.
I can still hear you.
Yep.
All right, Erica, can you remove the video? And
Yeah, remove the video.
Absolutely. Has the video not been removed?
Oh, okay. That's because I'm frozen at this point in time.
All right. So Paul is frozen. I will briefly take over for him. So, presenting their choices for the greatest chase scene in movie history. I cannot pull up the slides because Paul is, again, frozen. So I'll just bring you all up with my voice. So first up, we've got Scott Carter, and he will be going up against Monica Hamburg. Scott and Monica, will you do me the honor of, when I say your name, presenting your choices? Scott, you're first in the positive round.
So I'm doing the Scooby-Doo doors, where when you run in one of them, literally anything can happen when you come out. Like say you're just like running down the hallway, getting chased by, just a regular pirate ghost that haunts longshoremen down at the dock. And then you run into a door. Next thing you know, you run out that door and you're carrying the pirate across the threshold like you're about to wed him, and you just can't wait to fuck. And then you go through that other door, and who knows, maybe you fuck that pirate ghost. We're not so sure. All I do know is that we call him Shaggy for a reason. So I guess we do know.
All right.
There we are, Scott Andrew Carter with his choice of the Scooby-Doo door chase. And he's facing off against Monica Hamburg with their choice of the car train chase from the French Connection. That was the positive round from Scott, and now it is Monica.
Well, the French Connection's car chase is the greatest because it was the most dangerous and life-threatening, and that is also how I rate my best sex.
Boom. Let's see your votes. The voting app should be open at this point in time.
All right. So
there it is. The voting is open. I managed to get everything set back up.
All right. So anyone who's tuning in for the first time, first of all, welcome to the show. Second of all, you'll see at the bottom of your screen, you can just go to slido.com and put in the event code BC27. And that is how you will be able to choose either Scott or Monica for this round. Now, just as a reminder, you don't choose who's right, you choose who is most entertaining, or just who you like better. I'm not the boss of you. Do what you want.
Damn it, Scott's going to get all the votes.
Well, actually, Monica is in the lead.
Because one person voted? All right, I like that person.
There's at least 2 votes in there right now. Sean Griffin mentioning that he's a fan of that Battlefield. Votes are coming in, so remember, it's going to slido.com, and the event code is BC27. BC27. Tim Rockcliffe, I admit I voted for Monica because she is actually in a train.
I am in a train, yes. It's about to crash.
No, Monica.
It's having a French person running through shooting
right.
police officers.
That's right.
One of the greatest films ever.
It is.
It was the start of the American film renaissance, if I remember correctly. Daniel Leger saying, we've got our first mashup title coming in, Sponge Crack Plumber Pants.
Nice.
It got a nice from Erica. That's high praise indeed. I'm seeing that only about half the people have managed to vote at this point in time. But I think we do have to call it. Erica, you want to give us a countdown from 5?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
Beep. That is going to Monica. Monica has won that round. So let us now move on to the negative round. Negative. That means Scott Carter is going first.
I mean, I don't like being negative about the French Connection because it really is a great movie, and Popeye Doyle is like the greatest character. So I'm just gonna say the best line that's ever been in a movie, and that's Gene Hackman saying, "You've been picking your feet in Poughkeepsie again," which I still have no idea what it means, but it is the best part of that movie, and maybe film history. I don't know.
I know about that quote. I know why that quote's there. Monica, negative about the Scooby-Doo door chase.
I am also having a hard time being negative about your choice because the Scooby-Doo door chases are just the best. But I have never been filled with like a sense of dread when I watched it. And now that you brought up fucking pirate ghosts, I will forever be traumatized. So thanks for that, Scott.
Vote. The vote is up. Please get your votes in. It's going to slido.com. And the event code is BC27. Get your votes in live.
Is there a cat voting somewhere?
I think there's a child being murdered somewhere.
Both. I'm cat sitting a cat who occasionally acts like a small child.
Oh, there we go.
Sean Griffin has said he came here for the debate, but he stayed for the beep. Oh, the votes are coming in fast and furious at this point in time.
Come on, get your votes in. This could be the deciding vote or something. I don't know how democracy works.
We're very close. Every vote, one computer, one vote. That's the way we're working. So on the countdown from 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
And that is going to Scott. That means we have a tie game as of now. That means we're going to a free-for-all round in which the performers will be going, having their choice of being positive or negative. And Scott went first that last one. So Monica, you'll go first this one. Oh no, Scott won that one. So it's, you lost that last battle. So you go first, Monica.
Okay. The cops' car in this film is chasing an elevated subway train, and they went with that plan because they couldn't take a car down into the New York City subway tunnels, which makes it the only lethal weapon besides Scott's comedy that you can't take into the New York City subway stations.
Scott, you're free for all round.
Okay. I really think that the doors in my house are Scooby-Doo doors, because sometimes I get really high and I run around chasing a cat, and I run through a door, and then I'm immediately run out of the room being chased by a guy who has sex with my girlfriend while I watch. But today wasn't Taco Tuesday, so what's he doing here?
Vote, and we got a Lindsay thumbs down on that one.
That was very cute, very well, I might add.
The thumbs down had come in on that one.
All right, so keep getting your votes in. This is the free-for-all round, so votes matter just as much as usual, but maybe more. It is very important to vote, especially now. Ooh,
We have quite the horse race happening here.
A horse race? A car chase?
Exactly. It's chasing all over. So almost everybody has voted at this point in time. I think we're going to give this a countdown from 5. Erica, since it's so close.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
And that is awarded to Scott. Scott has won that round. So Scott will be going on from this to face off the winner of the next round. So we have our next 2 battlers are coming to the screen.
I'm sorry, everyone. This is going to happen a lot.
It's so cute, though.
We invite this.
There we are. So first one to the screen is going to be Mark Nguyen with his choice of the Fifth Element taxi chase, facing off against Viveth Kanagaratnam with the Terminator 2 truck chase. 2 great iconic chase scenes. Trace scenes only happen in cyberpunk movies, right? Okay, chase scenes, and it is. Sean Griffin saying, Scott, sometimes I get really high. Facts aren't jokes. With a meow. Mark, you get to go first with the positive round. Positive about your choice.
Okay, guys. I'm glad that Viv also chose an actual car chase versus a foot chase, so we can do something a little bit closer together. Now, in a real good chase scene, you got to have, in this case, fast cars, good-looking people in them, great scenery to speed by, and ideally, some music and special effects. Here, we've got flying cars. We've got Mila Jovovich and Bruce Willis in their primes in the 90s. We have an endless series of skyscrapers to zip by, and of course, they've got that jazzy Algerian beat that Bruce and Mila can enjoy while being shot at by other flying cars. So yeah, it checks all the boxes for me. I'm good.
Viv, your positive round.
It's
Sorry,
the greatest
Erica.
chase. It's good. We're good. It's the greatest chase scene of all time because if you watch it out of context, it is a police officer trying to make a truant young child go back home and stop this strange relationship he has with a 40-year-old gun-toting, super muscular Austrian man.
Vote. Voting is open.
All right.
So there is
first
probably a
you-
delay in getting out to YouTube. So that explains a delay at the start of the votes. Viveth Kanagaratnam is on the board early. Let's see if Mark is going to be picking up a couple votes.
Tough choice.
Keep voting. Keep getting your votes in, everyone. Get your votes
Actually,
in.
I'm looking at the number of people watching and the number of votes that are in. It's looking a little bit one-sided. So let's have the
Ooh.
countdown, a countdown of 3. Oh, it's building.
Yeah. Seems a little. So
We'll
we're
give
going to wait.
a countdown from 5.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
And that one is going to Viveth. Viveth has won that round. That means, Mark, you get to go first on the negative round. Negative about the Terminator 2 truck chase scene.
Okay, for sure. Definitely, Viv, for starters, great choice. Visually speaking, this truck chase from Terminator 2 is great. Visually, it's fantastic with the truck flying down, all the shooting and stuff. That's fantastic. What you're missing, though, is the auditory component, and there isn't a single one-liner from any of the actors through the entire scene. It's just the music and the visual effects. There's nothing there until even at the very end when Arnie and that young kid who has no career after that movie just kind of disappear off into the sunset. And that was basically it. So you have to have all those components there, guy. That's what I gotta say.
Viv, your turn to be negative about the Fifth Element taxi chase scene.
The Fifth Element taxi chase scene sucked. What is the fifth element? What do you got? You got water, fire, air, earth, and what is the fifth one? Bad chase scenes. That's what the fifth one. Bad chase scenes.
Stabbing a dagger into Luc Besson's heart. It is Viv. Viveth Kanagaratnam. Let's see your votes. The voting is open, so you can start voting. Reminder to everyone, you're not voting for who's right, you're voting for who's most entertaining. And, sorry, I thought Viv just fell out of his chair. It was just saw the woo. Tim Rocliffe has mentioned you could do a tournament of 64 with this category. So many fantastic films with chase scenes in them. I definitely agree. It's been a long time coming to get this category into a BattleCOM. But I think we're about to call that one on the give it a countdown from 5, Erica.
4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
So the winner of that round is Viveth. Viveth has done a sweep, so he's got 2 wins straight out. Viveth is now going to be facing off against Scott. While we're setting that up, Erica, do you want to go to the mashup and see what people are going to come up with for the titles?
Yes, let me pull that up for you once more. Here we go, covering most of our faces.
That's fair.
I'm not sure how to. That's the same. That is the same. No, Paul, why would you expose my face of embarrassment when I just clicked on a thing and could not figure out this technology? So please feel free to post in the comments any names that you have for this mashup. I'm not going to give him a name because that's your job, audience. Also, if you have any suggestions for what you think is the greatest chase scene, let us know, and maybe at the end of this battle, we will mention them. Paul just loves bringing up sponge crack plumber pants.
All right, we are ready for the final round. Scott will be going first. So, Scott, you get to be positive versus Viveth's choice of Terminator 2. You get to be positive about your choice of Scooby-Doo.
Like literally anything can happen behind those doors. Like somehow behind one of those doors is my dad finally getting those cigarettes he went out for 35 years ago. I'm kidding. He's dad to me.
Viveth, you get to be positive about your choice. Whoa. Whoop.
That was me.
Here we are.
Sorry, y'all.
Almost. It's a great chase scene because, I mean, isn't it nice to just see a police officer chase a white kid with that much ferocity? The same amount of ferocity a police officer would chase me over a jaywalking ticket.
Boom. Voting is open. Get your votes in. We've had a couple of comments come in. Oh, there it is. Baby Driver has a good car chase scenes as well. I think that movie is 80% chase scenes. And I think maybe another 35% iPod commercial. Don Zenklin is saying Spongerio, named by a kid who's 9 years old. That kid needs to get to Hollywood.
I like
seeing
it.
the votes,
Great.
seeing the votes come in. There it is. Give that a countdown, Erica.
From 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep. And
So
congratulations, Viveth.
Viveth got the first point on the board, even with a late vote coming in for Scott. That means, Scott, you get to go first on the negative round.
Okay. I was waiting for him to finish with the D at the end of the word round, but I guess it's never coming.
Yeah, it's just I'm having a minor stroke here. It's all good.
That's fine. That's fine. I just don't like that Terminator chase scene because they just do so much damage to public works projects. And I just think of the taxpayer money spent. I can't abide by that. You know what taxpayer money doesn't buy? Any doors that are broken in Scooby-Doo movies.
All right, Viveth, your negative round.
Look, it doesn't make sense, all these doors leading to other doors. It doesn't make sense at all. I used to live in Sri Lanka. I walked into a kitchen with a toilet in it. Are you guys using Sri Lankan carpenters? I have to say cultural appropriation here. That's the only way.
Vote. The voting is open. Shout out to Sri Lanka.
Yeah, quick shout out to Sri Lanka, sure.
Real tourism board there, Viveth. Good job.
Sure, yeah, whatever.
Sean Griffin saying the beeps better survive the transition back to a live studio audience.
I mean,
You better survive the transition back as well, Sean. Yes, Erica.
Yeah. I was going to say sure, but when we transition, how we transition back to a live studio audience, as much as I love this job, I would be more than happy to give the keys to the stage manager kingdom back to their rightful owner, Mr. Don Campbell, king of the 25-cent chicken wings. So I'll leave it up to him. It'll be his artistic license if he wants to keep the countdown or not, because he's already got a catchphrase, and it's 25-cent chicken wings. So now I'm hungry.
Tim Rocliffe
Yeah, me
is
too.
mentioning some wonderful films with chase scenes. There's The General, The Road Warrior, To Live and Die in L.A., and The Blues Brothers, which held the record for the most police cars trashed in a single chase scene for a very long time. And sorry, Sean. No, that wasn't a threat. We're just hoping to see you come back. Or else we have to go. What state do we have to go to now to do a BattleCOM live so you can see it? Just clear that up.
Isn't he moving to where the penguins live or where the reindeer live?
That's where the project will happen. He's going to the south pole, but he's working for the University of Wisconsin or Wyoming. I'm not sure. I believe it's a W.
I feel like we're divulging a lot of Sean's personal information, but all I would like to say is that I'm very proud of him for moving from like space to extreme cold, just because I feel like that covers a lot of bases in terms of, oh, I just figured it out. Sean's working on the X-Files. Cool. Okay.
He cleared it up. The W is Wisconsin. Leslie is missing Dawn. 25-cent chicken wings is getting some shout outs. But Leslie has also mentioned that Bathroom Kitchens is just efficient. Definitely just efficient. We've got the votes are in. It looks like I don't think we even need to do a countdown on this one. Erica, that's for Viveth. Viveth has won our first round. We got the beep in. Yeah, Sean Griffin, occasionally his office will be in Antarctica. Emily Slater is, I wish we were moving to the South Pole. Is that what America has come to? And Wisconsin is Tim Rocliffe's favorite state.
At least it's someone's favorite state.
He loves his cheese. Now, will you be able to get like cheese curds there? That's going to be the big Wisconsin question. Sean Griffin, are you going to be able to make some proper poutine?
I mean, I think deep fried cheese curds are a really Wisconsin thing also. So I'd assume they have a bunch of cheese curds there.
They got cheese lying around.
Yeah. I'm sure they've got a cheese cave around there somewhere.
Cheese cave.
All right. And so we have two names have come in for this. One has been supplied by a 9-year-old and another one from somebody in a random bedroom in Montreal. So there's Spongerio, named by a 9-year-old kid. And where is that other one?
It's a little further.
There it is. Sponge Crack Plumber Pants.
Seemingly named by a 9-year-old, but not named by a 9-year-old.
Oh, and we got clarification. Wisconsin deep fried cheese curds are as good as most medium midnight poutines.
A lot of midnight poutines, let's be real, are objectively extremely medium. But it's midnight and you don't care.
Exactly. You're past the point of caring at that point. So performers, panelists, what is your choice between those two things? Oh, we got a Plumber Bob has come in.
Ooh, Plum Bob. I like it.
I like Plum Bob.
Plum Bob,
Yeah,
yes.
Plum Bob's good.
I'm
getting
immature.
Plum Bob
I like
my vote.
Yeah.
I like the SpongeBob crack pants. Whatever it is.
That's a whole other mashup right there.
SpongeBob Crack Pants. Denny Leger is a 9 years old in cat years. So
I'm putting in a last-minute vote for Spongerio. I know it's not going to win, but Don, please tell that kid that they did a very good job and that they've earned. I always, whenever someone's kid is watching our shows, I try and advocate for them to get some cool snacks. So, what's up, 9-year-old kid? I hope you get some Oreos because you just as payment for your comedy, which is more than most comedians got paid in the before times. What?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So here
Twice
we are.
as much.
We're moving on. This is the mashup for round 2. We are starting round 2. First off, big congratulations to Viveth Kanagaratnam, his first online version of BattleCOM, and he has swept the first round. The next mashup that we are going to be covering. Leslie is saying, thank you for the validation. I don't know why they're screaming at us, but thank you. Thank you. So name this mashup.
Oh, man.
And warning for this next round. Some images may be disturbing to some viewers. Do you care to play the video, Erica, of Battlefield 2? Or, no, Battlefield 2.
There is no video for Battlefield 2 because the person reading it has been in front of me all along.
The person who suggested it.
The person who suggested it is generally the person who makes a video, but I didn't want to cut away to a just different video of myself. My original plan, sorry guys, I was gonna put on like a cool hat, like a disguise, but instead we're it's gonna be. All right, battlers, are you ready? The next battle is which actor went through the greatest body modification for a role? All right, BattleCOM.
And Don Zenklin is definitely saying that the child supports that Oreo payment.
Let's get those Oreos.
So warning, again, some images may be disturbing to some viewers. Viveth Kanagaratnam has said the greatest body transformation is Robert Downey Jr. into Kirk Lazarus from Tropic Thunder. Scott Andrew Carter is saying it's Robert De Niro for Raging Bull. We are moving into the positive round first with the fantastic Viveth Kanagaratnam.
So technically, it's Kirk Lazarus portraying Lincoln Osiris in Tropic Thunder, all played by Robert Downey Jr. Let's just clarify that to begin with. So with every body modification, there's an inherent risk to your career. You know what I mean? There's a lot that can go wrong. And in this one foul swoop, they almost ended RDJ's career and the MCU as it was just starting. They almost ended Kirk Lazarus, the fictional character's career. And it very much so solidified Kirk Lazarus's ability to run for PM in Canada.
Scott Carter.
Whoa.
So De Niro says that gaining 60 pounds for his role as Jake LaMotta in Raging Bull was the hardest thing he's ever done in his life, and not the crazy amount of boxing training that he also did for that movie to get in shape to be a boxer. It's just such a nice and flippant thing to say to somebody who boxes. Like, imagine telling the real Jake LaMotta, the guy whose career was based around just getting punched for a living, that the hardest thing he ever had to do is to just get as fat as that guy. And then he's like, I'm going to probably win a championship for this too. I'll win an Academy Award because I ate spaghetti.
Vote. Get your votes in. Tim Rowcliffe's suggestion to Erica is, what about a hair care commercial?
Oh man, you do not want to know what I go through just to have this extremely average hair. This is like a very, very good hair day for me. That is going to be gone in about 2 hours. But thank you. I probably shouldn't be, Don't worry, Tim. I like your hair too. Your hair is very beautiful. Anyways, I do not envy our audience right now for having to choose between these two battlers because that was an excellent positive round. Good job, guys. Get your votes in, everybody.
And as we're waiting for the votes to come in, the votes are it's a real race. So Viv and Mark, this is your first time on the show. What do you think of the voting? Do you find the tension is bearable?
I hate that I can watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, during the live version, you can actually see it as well.
Yeah, that's true. But I know whose face is doing it to me.
Yeah.
Now it's blind. It's blind. You don't see who's voting, who's not voting.
So it's democracy in action, except not really, right? Or is it?
Or is it?
Or can we?
All right. Tim Rowcliffe is confused. So I'm confused that you're confused. I'm maybe I assume that the hair care commercial. What about a hair care commercial? Maybe that's the body transformation that he's referring to.
Maybe it was about you, Paul. Maybe he was commenting on your wonderful ginger locks.
My ginger locks. You know what? I'm really, I really was a big fan of the French Connection to the point that I'm actually morphing into Gene Hackman.
He's the best. That's a great body modification. Become Gene Hackman.
And Egan, who was the cop who Popeye Doyle was based on, because it is a true story, actually would say to people, do you pick your feet in Poughkeepsie? As in a good cop, bad cop situation, they were doing like a bad cop, crazy cop, is how they usually interrogated people. So he would come in angry with these nonsense questions so the other guy could hammer in.
Because he would rather answer the other guy's question than the crazy guy's question. That was the tactic.
Exactly. And that's how they get people to confess. As they did in the French Convention.
Yeah, it's even more effective when you're wearing a Santa Claus outfit like he is in that scene.
Which they had to reshoot for the film. And we're going to give that a countdown from 5.
4, 3, 2, 1, beep.
And that's going to Scott Andrew Carter. Scott has got the first point on the board. That means Viv is going first on the negative round. Negative, Viv, you get to be negative about Robert De Niro in Raging Bull.
Gained 60 pounds. I did that during the pandemic. I'm unimpressed.
Scott Carter, negative about Robert Downey Jr. as Kirk Lazarus as Osiris.
Lincoln Osiris.
Lincoln Osiris.
I really don't know if I can be harsh against someone in blackface. Sorry.
Voting is open. Sean Griffin is saying blackface RDJ is my guilty pleasure. Montreal actor Jay Baruchel had quite the role in that film as well.
Oh, right. Wait, didn't he move to Toronto so we can no longer call him Montreal actor? Anyways, that's fine. He's allowed to make his own choices. If you're watching this, Jay Baruchel, hey, what's up, dude? If you want to, maybe read a category for the next BattleCOM, drop us a message. You have no idea who I am, but that's okay. Keep getting your votes in, everyone.
Talking about ex-Montrealers who live in Toronto who have read questions for this, the fantastic Chris Sandiford is currently filming in Australia, so we can't quite say what project that is, but congratulations to Chris Sandiford.
Yes.
And the votes are very close at this point. We'll give it a 5 count, Erica?
Sure. Should it be a slow 5 or just a regular?
Regular 5. The fast count is from 3. So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep. I'm getting tired of saying beep. Beep.
You could swear.
that is going to Erica. Erica Taddeo. Not Erica. What? Scott. Scott. Yeah, Scott has won that point.
You can
won
give
that
the
round.
point to Erica if you want. I'm fine with that too. She can take over for the rest of my round here too. Got any Raging Bull jokes?
I mean, tons. Who doesn't have like 60 Raging Bull jokes just in their back pocket?
Collusion.
So the next battlers coming to the screen, it's going to be Monica Hamburg with her choice of Christian Bale in The Machinist. That is an undoctored photo.
Yep.
Facing off against Mark Nguyen's Sam Worthington in Avatar, which I think that is a slightly doctored photo. And Monica, you get to go first on the positive round.
Well, Christian Bale, as you can see in that photo, he became so disturbingly thin. You could see his ribs and his bones. He appears close to death, which for female actors is called almost the perfect weight.
Mark, your positive round.
Okay, now my positive thing about this is, and I know what you guys are thinking, Avatar, body modifications, it's a CGI film. Yes, it is. This is a 3-hour movie about the environment as told by tall Smurfs. But you're leaving out the fact about, well, you can see this side. This is what he's going on. Look at this body modification right here. All the dots all over his face, not to mention the ears and the camera on his head, and working for one of the meanest directors in Hollywood. I mean, this is a strong case for me.
There we are. The voting is open. The voting better be open.
Is it? You would know better than I would.
No, the voting is not open. Oops. All right. Voting is now open.
All right, so get your votes in, and feel free to post in the comments if you have favorite movies from any of these actors. Even Sam Worthington, who I'm sure still exists. Is he okay? Feel free to, post favorite roles from any of these actors in the comments. If you say Christian Bale as Batman, we know that already.
Yeah, Christian Bale in anything. He's just really good.
He's great in Newsies.
Sean Griffin is saying, talking about Jay Baruchel, he's from NDG. Who doesn't want to move away from NDG?
Yes.
I moved away from NDG.
Me too.
You went to
I
Hamilton.
recently moved there.
Do you want to move away yet, Viveth?
It's been good.
NDT's
I think
sweet.
everyone bad left.
That is true.
All right, I think we're ready to give that a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep. Congratulations, Monica.
Thank you.
Monica's got the first point on the board with the positive round. Now it's for the negative round. Mark, you get to go first on the negative round.
Being negative.
Oop. Okay, alrighty. Well, here we go. Well, here we go. Now, are people hearing me?
It's echoing.
Right.
I didn't
Let's
jam
just
anything.
talk. Everybody talk. 1,
Testing?
2, 3. Testing. Okay.
Hello?
I think I
Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, Mark. We can hear you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just make it quick then. Monica definitely made a good choice for Christian Bale there. But in the big rankings of body modification, you're forgetting what movie Christian Bale did right after doing that movie. He walked from that set over to the set of Batman Begins, and he transformed from what you saw in the picture there to Batman. And if you ask me, that's one heck of a body modification there.
Boom. Okay, that's the negative round. Just a reminder that it's all about being funny. Facts aren't jokes is something that the audience will occasionally call out. Monica.
Well, the harsh diet that Bale was on would leave most people feeling completely depleted, which is much like watching Mark's performance.
Oh, snap. The voting is open.
It's not personal. I just have to say
Okay, I get it.
and I never watched Avatar. Okay, sorry.
That's okay. You weren't alone.
Lucky. All right, everyone. It looks like Don really liked that Monica's comeback because we got an "oh snap" with snap in all caps and 2 exclamation marks. I never know which one is right. Anyways, get your votes in, everyone.
s02e07 mentioned that they definitely sat on a bus with Jay Baruchel in NDG once. Humble brag. Sean Griffin, we're hearing you twice. Yes, I think we've worked that out, or Viv is working on it right now. Sean Griffin, can anyone hear me? I didn't realize we were on round 3 already. Now I'm confused because that's round 2.
Maybe because of the echoing? Maybe that was the joke? I don't know. I'm trying.
It's okay, Paul. You don't have to get
Sorry
off.
about that.
All is good.
Oh, no, Mark.
What? No,
So we're counting that one down, Erica.
All right, from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, beep. So that is
Congratulations.
2 for Monica. So that means that Scott and Monica, you will be battling against each other. Oh, let me get that banner out of the way.
And
All right.
a reminder of the mashup for the audience to come up with titles for while I'm searching for
Oh, yeah.
the
let me
next
pull that up.
voting.
All right, so here you go, right above everyone's faces. Here's the mashup. Don't forget to post your title suggestions for this mashup. Get as creative or as uncreative as you want. We don't mind. We're going to read all of the comments.
And
All
we
right.
are set to go with Scott is going first because Monica just battled. Scott, you go first on the positive round. Positive about your choice, Robert De Niro.
Well, I just respect anyone willing to get fat for art. And that's why I've put on so much weight this last year. It's all for art. Actually, he prefers being called Arthur. He's the guy that has sex with my girlfriend. He likes to watch me eat. Sex is weird.
Chris, it's hard to come up after that one. All right. Also, I don't like being called Arthur. Thanks. So Bale's very dangerous diet included 1 cup of coffee a day. I recently quit coffee, and I can confidently say that 1 cup of coffee is what keeps a person alive.
All right, get your votes in.
Votes are open. All right. Sean Griffin is explaining this statement. I didn't realize we were on round 3 already. It's because of all the shade Monica was throwing.
Oh,
She usually stays so nice right until the end. L. Stutch is saying, "Hey, girl." The votes are coming in fast and furious. Oh, up and down.
Ooh, this is very exciting. It's like watching those. What am I thinking of? Some type
Horse
of race.
races?
Yes, thank you. I think I've never been to one. I know words.
Actually, with the bar going across, it's almost like Tron, the original Tron, the bikes.
That is more likely what I'm thinking of because I have actually seen Tron, unlike a horse race. Does it count?
Giving that a count from 5.
Yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
And that is going to Scott Andrew Carter. Scott is on the board first in the final for round 2. That means, Monica, you're going first on the negative round.
I'm just not that impressed by Robert De Niro gaining 60 pounds for a role. I also gained 60 pounds for a role. It was not getting laid during a relationship. So.
Ooh.
Well, Christian Bale didn't do shit for that movie. He literally just didn't eat. That's like the easiest thing you can do. I am so lazy. I commonly didn't eat. De Niro at least did something for that role. Like, he ate so much. I'm speaking from experience here. I gained 50 pounds. And one thing I found out that you have to go through with that is you lose like 2 inches off your penis.
El Stutch is saying Erica is 65 years old.
That's true.
Just about the horse races, playing the ponies. Voting is open. Let's get your votes in. Final round 2. Competitors B and C. So that is Scott Andrew Carter and Monica Hamburg. Votes are coming in. Has anyone come up with a title for that mashup yet?
So far, it looks like no one in the comments has, and it's not too late, so do it now.
Does anyone want to state, is it not obvious what is being mashed up? Anyone care to state it for everybody?
Yeah. It's
this is quite
Simpsons
the
and Dragon Ball Z.
horse race playing the ponies. Now, go ahead, Viv.
The Simpsons and Dragon Ball Z. Good stuff.
It is, which means that like there are some very specific Dragon Ball Z fans in the Montreal comedy community, and that means that they are not watching it right now. So they are going to get some angry text messages from me tomorrow morning because I want to get some sleep first.
That is the most wholesome way of getting revenge.
This is so close now.
So close. Please keep voting, everyone.
There's more people watching than have been voting. So just in case there's a link, we do have one name has possibly come in for the mashup. Dragon Ball Police. I think it's time to give it the 5 count, Erica.
Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. B.
Too close to call.
Oh, snap.
Boom, that has come in. No points have been awarded. Monica went first on that last round. That means Scott's going first on this round. It is a free-for-all round, so you can be positive, you can be negative, you can just be entertaining, or a roast attack, obviously not personal or not physical, upon your opponent. It has to be personal. That's what a roast is.
Well, I mean, Christian Bale he's a Welshman. And I don't think they've ever had any sort of food. So it's really not that hard to lose that much weight.
Well, technically, for 4 months, Bale's daily diet was black coffee, 1 cup, 1 apple, and a tin of tuna. And without the coffee, that fits the budget of any comic.
Vote. Get your votes in.
They're like, they gave up on us.
No, I believe we have a little bit of a lag going out. We've got some other options have come in. The Zimpsons
Ooh.
and Springfield Ball Z. Oh,
I was thinking, what if you have Dragon Ball?
we just had a turnaround on that.
We really did. I'm sorry, I spoke over it. Let's rewind 3 seconds. Whoa, did you guys see that happen? OMG. Anyways, what if you sing the word Dragon Ball to the tune of the Monorail song? I'm not going to sing it, but just imagine it. It's really funny.
Dragon Ball.
What about?
That's it.
Thanks. Thank you, Viveth.
Dragon Balls. No.
Homer's balls.
Oh, Don Zanklin has accidentally closed the browser with the voting app in it,
Thank you, Don.
there's an additional vote for Monica.
Yeah.
All right, everyone else keep getting your votes in.
I bribed her kid with an Oreo. I'm sorry.
Accidentally. I think we can probably give that a short count.
So 3, 2, 1, beep. So that is 1 round for Scott and 1 round for Monica, which means
we're going to a free-for-all round.
Held high.
Scott, you lost that round, so you are going to be going first.
So I've gained like 50 pounds this year, and I haven't even been trying to. Yet De Niro wins an Academy Award for this. Whereas the only thing I've been awarded for my weight gain is a couple of chafed thighs and a budget for bras.
I think he just went negative on his own choice. But
I think
I
so.
hate my choices.
okay. I hate my life choices. I don't know if I get points for that, but we'll find out. So the daily apple, as I mentioned, the daily apple and tin of tuna per day. That was pretty bad. But for female actors, that's known as overindulgence.
Vote. Let's see the votes.
oh, sorry about that.
There we are. Get your votes in. Now, the thing is, this is a second free-for-all round in this battle. That means if the audience is undecided, if it is too close to call, the choice of choosing the winner is going to come down to Erica Taddeo.
Please don't make me choose.
Please don't. As we saw,
You can pick based on shirts, you know? Which shirt do you like better?
we have a couple other choices have come in for the Simpsons Dragon Ball Z mashup. There is Kami Ha Mi Hi Diddly Ho.
That's great. That is great.
That is pretty great. We have another one that just came in.
Yes. Sorry. Dragon Burn Z. Excellent. And El Stutch was imagining Erica singing Dragon Ball Z or to the monorail song. And it is very funny.
My is also cracked and broken.
Tim Rockcliffe, does Vic Morrow in the Twilight Zone movie count?
Oh, dear. Oh.
Was that a full-on decapitation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I think
That's
we're about
true.
to call this one. We're about to call this one on a count of 5.
4, 3, 2. John Landis, I don't think ever saw jail time for that. 1.
Didn't
Scott.
2 children die also in that crash?
Yes, I think
they
so.
did.
No one talks about the children.
Oh, people also do talk about the children, but
Not in that way.
You know what? I'm really surprised that one of the choices, like Christian Bale, I don't think The Machinist is his greatest transformation that he ever did for any role. I think the greatest transformation that Christian Bale has done for any role has to be every role he's played other than American Psycho.
I thought you were going to say the greatest role he ever played, or the transformation was when he decided to be a complete lunatic in that recording of him when the stagehand walked in front of him.
Truth.
I was
Yeah, no, that
so
was-
many
that
years
was
between
fact.
The Machinist and that Terminator movie, because like maybe he was just still really hungry.
That's so
That's
fair.
bad.
That's just fair.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right. So, battlers, what is your decision of the greatest? What is it called? Name for that mashup?
I'm going to.
This.
Did you call out Sean's thing?
Did we
Yeah.
mention Sean's thing? Yes, we did.
Yes,
It was
Sean's the winner.
Kamehameha the hope.
That'll do it for me.
Yeah, that's
That's
for
it.
sure the best.
Yeah, that one's pretty great.
Congratulations, Sean Griffin. Just at a point of order, too. Well, no. Give them applause. Give Sean applause. At this time, I also want to just reinforce to people, the show is funded by your donations, so I can pay these fantastic performers. Please take a look at the link tree where it says Buy Me a Drink. That's where you can choose to donate. If you do that, then that helps keep this going. But we do understand that people have a hard time being funded during this pandemic. A lot of work has dried up. So if you can at least hit like and hit subscribe, that is a form of payment for a show like this. And we greatly appreciate that. Let's give an unpaid statement out to the fantastic apps that allow us to do this, which can allow you to do it as well at home. StreamYard, it's just an easy streaming app. It's stable, good. I don't know why I froze earlier. And also Slido is another way to run polls online. Both of them have free versions, so you can use them in conjunction. Just easy way. And there we go. That's the link tree. A nice little spin there, so you can donate and help support this channel. As we're moving on, so the absolute winner is the Kamehameha Diddly Ho.
Let's just give Sean some more applause, because I feel bad if I can pull up this comment.
Oh, yes.
This is more. I'm sorry, Sean. I've clapped for PhDs before. Mind you, it was a PhD in music, so it was a concert. So, like, you had to clap because it would be super impolite not to.
All right, we are moving on. For our next mashup, we need a quote from this mashup. The quote from this mashup is Dr. Seuss's Mars Attacks for beginner readers. So start thinking of your Seussian lyrics that are going to be in the Mars Attacks by Dr. Seuss. Our next battlefield, if the video is queued up to go.
The video is queued up to go. I'm going to remember this eventually. All right. Ready? Go.
Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the best battler in the land? I guess we're about to find out with this category. Which Disney villain do you wish had won?
There we are. That is our battlefield. Which Disney villain do you wish had won? Mark Nguyen gets to go first with his choice of Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Facing off against Scott Andrew Carter with the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. Mark, you get to go first.
Okay. So for starters, interesting choice of Luke Evans in the role of Gaston in that horrible movie. I'm going to be concentrating on the animated show, obviously, because that's really where it comes forth. In that Gaston, yes, the embodiment of toxic masculinity, but bringing him or letting him survive rather would really give him the chance to be with the one person he needs to be with, his one true pairing, and the one who truly deserves his affections. And yes, I'm not talking about Belle. I am talking about LeFou, this guy here. He deserves it. He deserves to be there. And that movie, yeah, made a step, but not in the right direction. When you see these two together.
Boom. Scott.
So the Queen of Hearts and Alice in Wonderland, she isn't that bad. I mean, unless you consider wanting to behead a child as being bad.
Vote. Get your votes in. We've got some comments on my pronunciation. Gaston is from the Brooklyn remake of the classic tale. Gaston. I'm learning French. All right, I'm trying. I've been trying. I've only been living here for 14 years.
It's okay, Paul. And Beauty and the Beast has only been a movie since 1993. You've only had nearly 3 decades to learn how that. Like, do you? I'm sorry. I just assumed that like every human being on Earth by now knows that movie by heart. But maybe it's just me because I'm real cool like that.
Because you have a wonderful heart. And see, my daughter was too young to see it when it came out.
You didn't buy her the VHS tape? Oh my goodness.
Yes, but she kept it at her mother's place because I'm not an idiot.
I mean,
the votes are. I might be losing votes here. I'm not sure, but the votes are coming in.
Anyways, keep getting your votes in, and feel free to post your favorite Disney villains in the comments because let's just talk about some Disney villains.
And also your choice, because we might be getting some of those Disney villains up yet because we still haven't heard from 2 of the battlers.
We haven't heard from them, so we won't be mentioning them yet, but we'll be mentioning them later. So feel free to just put them in the comments later, I guess. I jumped the gun on this.
Yeah, and quote the mashup. Quote the mashup as well.
Quoting the mashup. Should I pull it up again, or?
I think we're about to. Oh wow! We just went from a tie.
Oh snap!
Let's give this a 5 count.
All right, 5, 4. Get your votes in. 3, 2, 1. Beep.
Winner of that round, it is Mark. Mark Nguyen has won his first round in BattleCOM.
Yes.
He saved it for the 3rd round. He's got his first win under his belt, so he's all set to go. This being the negative round, Scott Andrew Carter, the monster, is at it himself with his choice of Queen of Hearts.
I mean, it's a negative round, right? So I would be negative against Gaston here. But I just really straight up don't like Gaston because it's like in his song about him. They say, no one's slick as Gaston. No one's quick as Gaston. No one denies the Holocaust more than Gaston. That's just why I don't like him.
Well, in my case, I mean, decapitation is definitely, against underage girls is definitely something to aspire to, I would assume. But if there's something I can speak out against the Queen of Hearts, that's really all she's got. So if bringing her back would allow her to continue decapitation, sure. But if she were at least to bring in, like, chopping off of limbs or some other weird stuff, like maybe a Christian Bale-esque kind of body modification thing, if she were to broaden her spectrum, maybe that would be worth it, but I just don't see it happening.
There we are. Get your votes in. The voting is open.
Yeah, keep getting your votes in. It's Gaston versus the Queen of Hearts. So I don't know which of them would win in a fight, but I guess we're about to find out.
Oh, did you see that? Racing up together.
Wow.
El Such is saying, Erica, every bookish girl loved Beauty and the Beast until we grew old enough to understand the massively problematic relationship dynamics.
Also true.
Seeing the votes move. People were quick in getting their votes in. I think we're going to be giving that a 5 count very shortly. Erica?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
Scott Carter is not going down without a fight. He has put a point on the board. Mark, this is yours to win. It is the free-for-all round. You have a choice of being positive, negative, just be entertaining, or a roast attack upon a Scott.
Okay. Well, my friends, I'm afraid I've been thinking.
A dangerous pastime.
I know. And basically, if I'm going to end off on something like that, I'm going to end off on song. So everyone, ladies and gentlemen, no one hits like Gaston. No one writs like Gaston. After eating raw eggs, no one shits like Gaston. But he's left out of all of the sequel making. Please, everyone, vote Gaston. That's all I got.
Scott.
If you take acid right in the opening credits of Alice in Wonderland, it'll start to take effect right when the Queen shows up in the movie. And the idea of playing croquet with flamingo mallets and hedgehog balls will blow your mind so much that you're willing to forgive whatever evil she does. It's kind of like when you listen to Thriller.
Voting is open. I'm glad that you're forgiving Michael Jackson for anything that he may have allegedly done.
I didn't see the Queen behead anybody, is all I'm saying.
Hold it. Did you see Michael Jackson do something? All right. Sean Griffin is saying Gaston is a winner of the Nobel Prize.
Oh.
There we are. Oh, man, this is a tight race. Do you see those votes climbing up?
I feel
Currently,
like
Mark Nguyen is in the... Go ahead, Erica.
Oh, I was just saying, I feel like it's going to be a really close one. I do not envy our viewers for having to choose between these two arguments, because great job, guys. See? I told you.
Oh, we just had an overtake.
Exciting. Oh, no.
We're going to give this a 5 count.
Oh, is it too early to give it a 5 count? Anyway.
Wow, look at this.
This is
going crazy.
I'm gonna give it like a very slow and silent.
The tension of BattleCOM. Tim Rockcliffe is saying they blew up her and blew up him until they pulled out Yodeling Slim. So Vegas might be left in ruins, but the rest was saved by Grandma's tunes. There we go. We've got a little bit of the Susik and Mars attacks. Countdown, Erica.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
That has gone to Mark.
Yes. Good job, Mark.
Yay!
Wait.
Congratulations, Mark. You're going to be now facing off against the winner of this next round. The two battlers who will be presenting are going to be Viveth Kanagaratnam with his choice of Cruella de Vil from, well, I'm assuming it was the 101 Dalmatians, not the Cruella spin-off movie, but I took the picture.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And Monica Hamburg with her choice of Miss Hannigan from Annie. And I chose the Carol Burnett because Carol Burnett is a fucking awesome comedian. And not enough can be said about that massive talent.
I agree.
Viveth, you get to go first on the positive round. Positive about your choice.
Yeah, Cruella de Vil, she should have won, because I tried to watch 101 Dalmatians while trying to be intimate with my partner, at which point I found out that our dog not only barks at live-action dogs on TV, but also the cartoons of dogs on TV. So after about the 15th dog interrupting me, I found myself saying, "Make the goddamn coat. Just make it."
Monica.
Miss Hannigan has the perfect plan. It involves getting lots of money and a dead child. You know, Disney's motto is where dreams come true.
Vote. Get your votes in. Voting is open. Wow. Just as I clicked it on, vote came in for Viveth. Please get your votes in. It is slido.com and the event code is BC27. And thank you all who've been hitting like. People have been hitting like. Remember to subscribe to the new YouTube channel as well.
Oh, Paul, did you just freeze again?
No, I haven't. I just
Okay.
kind of... There we go. I was just playing with you a bit. So the votes are for Viveth Kanagaratnam with his choice of Cruella de Vil. And Monica Hamburg, Miss Hannigan. There's Sean Griffin saying Viv, subverting expectations.
That's my full last name.
Very true.
Are you referring to subverting expectations or Kanagaratnam?
Absolutely. It's all in there.
Seeing the votes come in, I think we can give this a 5 count. Erica.
All right, keep voting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woof.
What?
Way to rub it into Viv.
I tried to be thematic, but I'm sorry, but it didn't work.
All right, Viv won that point. We are now moving on to the negative round. Monica, you now get to be negative about Cruella de Vil.
I mean, I'm not so much negative about Cruella de Vil, who is gorgeous, but her plan, which involved making a coat out of dogs. And really, the coat would be so much better made out of children. Aren't we sick of people using goose down? It's just, this is a renewable resource. Let's do it.
Monica advocating for the novel The Road.
Yeah. And Children of Men.
Miss Hannigan doesn't deserve to win. She reminds me too much of my mother, and I couldn't stand to watch her win.
All right, the voting is open. Voting is open. Get your votes in. So let's just go back. Somebody has suggested Maleficent. Don Zanklin suggested Maleficent as a Disney villain who should have won.
I mean, how do you not win if you can turn into a dragon? I just feel like the physics of that, scientifically, I don't understand how she didn't win.
That got a big shrug from Mark. Mark, you got something to share on that?
Well, you got to remember, though, that she wasn't the only one to transform into a giant monster at the end, right? We had, what's-her-face from The Little Mermaid who did the same thing. In both cases, they died from a sword or a giant pointy thing on the front of a boat to the heart. So, it doesn't work either way.
True. All right. I did not think of pointy things. You're correct.
Yeah, we've all been ruined by pointy things.
On behalf of my gender, I'm sorry.
Talking about giant things at the end, who has seen the James Gunn Suicide Squad trailer?
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, spoil me not. Well, it's a trailer.
Just a trailer. Just a trailer. You don't want to know about the trailer even?
No. Spoil me on that. Fine.
It's we've got a kaiju.
Oh, they were referring to like kaiju, not John Cena's arms. All right, fine.
All right, the votes have been still coming in. We've got another one here is Yzma and Emperor Cusco.
Oh, great choice. Yes, I need to rewatch that. I always want to say Emperor's New Groove, and then I want to say Road to El Dorado. I know that those are two separate movies, but I always forget which is which probably deeply offends David Spade.
Tim Rowcliffe is saying, Monica, were you really pulling for a Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs?
If it was about children, yeah. It's just that wasn't what that was about. Exactly. So people, they just don't get me.
There we are. We're going to give that a countdown. Erica.
All right, from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep.
Congratulations for that.
Viv has won that round. That means Viveth is going to be facing off against Mark. And now, if the battlers can decide which of the quotes that they would prefer from the Dr. Seuss version of Mars Attacks.
Oh, here, let me pull up that graphic for us again and cover up half of our faces. Hey, everyone. If you haven't posted a quote yet, please do. So far, we've got this awesome one from Tim. Great job, Tim. I'm acting as if Paul isn't here, but literally his face is just hidden. He's still here. Paul, I'm sorry. I apparently just severely lack object permanence. Monica, please don't make a quote out of me.
No.
All right. So our finals, I have to, definitely all good choices by all the battlers in question, but it has come down to Mark and Viveth. So Mark, you get to go first on the positive round. Positive about your choice, Gaston.
Okay. Well, we've already talked about LeFou. So let's go into letting, if he were to survive and win, that would allow him to do what he wanted to do. He wanted to imprison the object of his affections until they come around. And you have to wonder about Belle's other choice, because the beast would have imprisoned her forever until she came around. So really, it's just about picking a lane. And between the two, she really would have had to gotten better with Gaston anyway. So I'm still going Gaston.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, Cruella deserved to win. None of those puppies were good boys. Those were all bad dogs. I mean, at one point, they literally rubbed soot on their face so they blended in with Labradors. Those puppies are racists. Robert Downey Jr. almost played one of those puppies. It's ridiculous.
I forgot that. Yes. All right. So the voting is open at this point in time. Sean Griffin, though, has wanted to mention, I think maybe Kronk from A New Groove. Yzma was evil, but Kronk just wanted to bake spinach puffs. Sean Griffin says someone needs to clip Erica saying, please don't make a code out of me.
Oh, please don't make a meme out of me.
That's the best Disney song. Please don't make a code out of me.
Oh, voting is coming in fast and furious. I think we had a flip. Seeing it come in. Get your votes in.
Please keep voting. I know it's very tough to choose, but I just...
At this point, I want to thank all of our talented battlers who have been involved in the show tonight. All of you have been doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much. And I could not put this on without the fantastic help of Erica Taddeo.
Yeah.
So please remember, Erica Taddeo. I don't know why. I just made that sound like a eulogy, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently she's going to be made into a coat.
Yeah, exactly.
Please remember me when I become a coat.
Yeah, beautiful coat. A beautiful coat with such beautiful hair, you know? Just the anyway.
Yeah, it would be, I guess, like a fur collar of it. Why am I designing a coat for me?
Let's do the countdown before the thread comes out.
5, 4, 3, get your votes in. 2, 1. Beep.
And so Viveth has got the first point on the board. He'll be facing off against Mark. Mark will be going first on the negative round. Mark, you now get to be negative about Cruella de Vil.
Oh, this is really, really tough because Cruella de Vil is one of my favorites of the world after. But you got to remember that she was not thinking long term. We went through that entire movie so that she can kill enough puppies to make what? 2 coats tops, and then using those two, Jasper and Horace, I believe the 2 guys were. She was not good at HR either. So you have to think about that and going on beyond that. So imagine, if you will, if you had 2 coats, and then what do? Move on to additional puppies that way? It's just not sustainable. And she's just not thinking long term.
Gaston sucks. That was the name of my elementary school bully. And they decided the punishment for him bullying me was that I would monitor him while he urinated. How that was a punishment for him, I do not know. And for that reason, you don't deserve the point, Mark.
Voting is open.
I don't know what to say after that.
Yeah, we're all a bit shook, you know.
Were you allowed to mark? Were you were you allowed to mock him? Why you viewed him?
I could do whatever I wanted.
Really?
I just had to make sure he didn't write on the walls. Yeah, that seemed to be a big thing with him.
Well, he could write. That was better than Horace.
Yeah.
Better than animated Gaston too, actually, if you think about it.
True.
Sorry, I shouldn't be giving anyone ammunition, but you know. He was big and illiterate.
Wait, both these villains are French too.
Yeah.
That's something to be said. Always the French.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm really glad that someone who doesn't live in Montreal said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Toronto. It's the French's fault, really.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a dead heat.
This is tough.
Mark, so what do you think of your first time doing a BattleCOM?
I am sad that this is the 3rd round. Why are we not continuing?
Well, we're going to probably give this a countdown right now.
All right, from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, beep.
Well, Mark, you got your wish. We are continuing for at least another battle.
Yay! I guess.
As you won that round against Viveth, that means we have one more round for you to decide. It is a free-for-all round, Viveth, so you can be positive, you can be negative, just be entertaining, or a roast attack upon Mark.
Cruella deserves the W, all right? Because when she got stopped and she came back, she upped the ante and went for 102 Dalmatians. If we don't stop her, it's going to keep going up. Technically, we should have stopped her in the prequel where she's trying to kill 2 puppies to make a hat.
Okay. I just had that visual in my head. Thank you, Viv. But I'll conclude again in song. So once again, no one creeps like Gaston. No one peeps like Gaston. And then if you think about it, no one bleeps like Gaston. But you got to remember that Belle's not faking. So once more, let's all vote Gaston.
Vote. The votes are open. Mark Nguyen with Gaston. Viveth Kanagaratnam with Cruella de Vil. I almost went an entire show without butchering your name, Viveth. I'm sorry.
So close. So close.
So close. So close. Then again, I butcher my own name on a regular basis.
Do you just like walk up to people and be like, hello, I'm Pulsh? No, wait, no, that's not it. And then like you just remember that that's the same name that you've had for probably most of your life?
Most of the life, yeah. DC representing the French are often at fault. That does explain American politics because didn't the French support the American Revolution?
I mean, it was written by a guy who went to France, the Declaration of Independence, and took their ideas. So it's all the French's fault.
Another great song. That's another great song. I think it's all the French's fault.
Yes, my name has 7 letters.
A lot.
Has anyone here not heard the story of my first wedding?
No, I haven't.
No.
My first wedding, I made the mistake of actually hiring a DJ based on price point. But I think we should give this a countdown.
All right, so 5, 4, get your votes in. 3, 2, 1, a beep.
And the beep has it. Viveth Kanagaratnam has got the second point. He has won the third round. So our winners for these rounds have been the first round went to Viveth. The second round went to Scott, and Viveth got the third round as well.
Yay.
And that contented sigh was the funniest thing all show. That's hurtful. There was so many funny and talented people on the show saying so many funny and talented things. Let's take a moment to get in here, and I'll give the story about the wedding in the after show. That'll be on YouTube only. But we want to thank Tina Spirals. She's on Twitter modeling a BattleCOM t-shirt. So it's Tina Spirals on Twitter, and the BattleCOM TV Facebook. That is the face of the show. We also have, what is the final Mars Attacks winning line?
It looks like we only had one person who was brave enough to submit, and that was this comment from Tim. So he wins by default. As Homer Simpson would say, the 2 sweetest words in the English language. But also, Tim, congratulations on being the bravest and the boldest when it comes to this one matchup.
Denny Leger is saying, good show, everyone. El Stoch is back to yelling at me, saying, it's just a testament to the sigh. There we are. So we also want to thank Evan C. Abrams for the BattleCOM art that we see, the motion graphics, and a big thank you to all of our fantastic performers. The fantastic Viveth Kanagaratnam. We have some socials to put up.
Yes, we do.
So people know how to follow them. So that's Viveth K on Instagram. Monica Hamburg. Monica.Hamburg on Instagram. Scott Carter. /McDeadly on Twitter. Mark Nguyen, Impro Mark on Twitter and Instagram. We got a good show from Denis Leger. We've got applause from Don Zanklin. Where can people see you next coming up? We'll start with Viveth and work our way across. Viveth, are you doing anything else online?
You might be able to bump into me at the local grocery store, and that is about it.
Monica.
I have a show on Friday. That's the Confined show that Paul was talking about at the beginning. So that is on Facebook and as well on Zoom. And then it will also appear on YouTube. So anytime you can watch.
Scott Andrew Carter.
I got nothing going on.
Mark Nguyen. I've told all the performers the one thing I don't want to hear is I got nothing, and I guess this is the safest time for them to be saying that. Mark Nguyen.
Everybody is invited to my basement office here to come and look at all the toys and whatever I've got here. Otherwise, it's going to be announced pretty soon, but you should be seeing me and my improv team at some local online versions of anime conventions in Canada in the next couple months.
Congratulations on that, Mark. Sean Griffin is also saying, good show, everyone. Well done. If anyone has any ideas for battlefields that we have yet to do, please mention them in the comments. Send them to us here or send it to us during the after show or on our Facebook fan page. We also want to mention that there is a merch store that's available at the on the Linktree. You'll see that. So that's Linktree /Paul Ash. That's linktr.ee/Paul Ash. And I know it's just 7 letters. We were told that it's easy to remember. This has been BattleCOM, the Battle Comedy Game Show. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to be closing off the other exits, and we'll be having a private chat on YouTube where everyone can subscribe.
And thank you,
Mark was trying to figure out
Paul
where to
Ash. Thank you,
point.
Paul.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Erica.
And tomorrow night, I'm actually tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I'm going to be interviewing Andrew Albert with They Talk Funny. My alter ego, the Love Doctor, has his show Wednesday night with who's my guest this week? The amazing Kaya Coco and Mona Perverse are my 2 guest panelists for that show. So yeah, keep tuned. All the wonderful stuff that's coming up as I'm closing the stuff off, and the other people on the show are going to take over.
All right. That was a great battle, everybody. Congratulations. Thank you for mentioning pretty much all of my favorite Disney villains, or at least some of them. I feel like all of them are my favorite.
Nobody did Scar. I'm surprised.
I mean, I was going to say except for Scar. He can go fuck himself. But no, Scar is a pretty great villain. Also, really mean.
Yeah, corruption of children, murdering your brother. I mean, jeepers.
And we are now currently on YouTube only. Welcome to the after show for anything else that wants to be discussed about the show. Everybody had fun?
Yeah.
Mark,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, super
Mark,
fun.
what do you think about the format of the show, the online format of the show?
Oh, I think it's great. It's nice and balanced, and it lets everyone have a couple of good shots at each other. So it's no complaints there, man.
It was great. You did great. Congratulations on accomplishing your first BattleCOM.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Everyone here was awesome. Thank you for supporting and everything.
And Mark's energy is so positive, you can tell he's an improv guy. You know, like all the comics are like,
Sorry, it leaks
He's like
through
a
every
happy
once in a while.
person.
Yeah.
It was good. Ooh, we've got one comment coming in from Tim saying, no one mentioned, can you see that? Ooh, I don't know why it's not clicking. There we go. No one mentioned General Custer in Tonka. And I probably didn't because I am too young to know what that is.
Me too.
Absolutely.
I know the 2 separate components of that, like the truck and the white guy. I mean, where are we going with that?
I'm not sure. I'm just going to wait for Paul to finish setting up whatever he's setting up.
Oh no,
And,
it's, I was listening. I was just waiting for the stuff that was going. I just
Oh, okay.
discovered some stuff that in my closet, but no one mentioned.
Oh crap! Look at that.
Oh,
Ooh.
Is that a pornography?
Yeah.
On Laserdisc.
So that's the what's it where it does it, and then for for Erica's sake, it goes beep and then you turn the page. Is that the one? Or
Yes, actually, these are the original, like the vinyl read-alongs.
Yeah.
It's
Holy
very
crap!
cool.
I mean, I had the similar things, but on cassette tapes. So I'm way younger than you, Paul. Sorry.
Yeah, I think these were secondhand. I had it's a bit of a collector's item now, but I don't know if I'd really be comfortable selling it to anyone. I had the Song of the South as a kid, and so I think my sister has taken that one.
I mean, there are some people who would probably be willing to pay money for that. The thing is, do you really want their dirty blood money?
That's exactly the reason I said what I said. There's Scott, your house is on fire.
It is. It's a smoky house.
s02e07, oh my God, that they had that as well. See, that was a little piece of childhood. I think it might have even came in the mail. I'm trying to remember. Like it was like a subscription thing. You subscribed and they sent a new album every month.
Were you subscribing to Columbia House?
This was vinyl records from Disney, so that was a much tougher contract than Columbia House.
Wow.
Yeah, I still find myself humming that song, the Bluebird song. It's Zippity Doo Dah. That's the I think the official name of the song.
Oh yeah.
I had to sing that in like grade 3. I think it was Zippity Doodah and then I Am Siamese. So it was really filled with a whole bunch of things we don't sing anymore.
Well then.
The I Am Siamese wasn't from Song of the South. That
No,
was
those Aristocats, but still,
Lady
we
in
don't
Trap.
sing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
No, sorry, that was Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, is it Lady and the Tramp?
Yeah.
I get them all mixed up.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all part of the furry collective, right?
Leslie is trashing me pretty hard here with the pointing out that they got it secondhand because they're not that old. And
then
at least
speaking
they
of-
said it with a smile.
Speaking of things of being old, thank you, Tim, for explaining. I was waiting for Paul to come back so that he could explain this to me, but thank you, Tim, for just unfortunately having to explain your own reference.
So Tim explaining that blows my mind because I really thought that was like a Tonka truck reference.
Me
of
too.
some sort.
Yeah.
And
actually,
I'm bummed out.
There's
I
actually
know.
a crazy story because that horse was, I think, when Custer died in Custer's last stand at Little Bighorn, the only survivor of that battle was that horse.
Yeah, and that horse went on to knock over Superman. Yeah, famous horse. Oh,
yeah.
Scott's house is on fire. I'm gonna go light my house on fire. I'll be back.
Paul, we want to hear your wedding story.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yes,
did that.
please.
All right. Saying it as my first wedding kind of makes it sound like, well, okay, that one had ended. I'm to be understood, a little bit of background. I'm from 7 generations of sailors, and so I married a woman whose name was Zaytoon, which translates to mean olive. So
That's
I'm
one
sort of
generation
Popeye
per seed.
Delicious.
in this
Letter.
story. But yeah, Viveth just dunking Scott's facts, not jokes. We went with price point on the DJ, which is something I've learned never to ever do. We had a DJ whose first language wasn't English, being here in Quebec, but they were pretty bilingual. They had a slight accent, and my ex-wife's name is Zaytoon, which means olive. So obviously she was born in Uganda, but she was raised here in Quebec. But her parents were a little bit nervous about maybe a mispronunciation of their names. And so we spelled it out phonetically for him so he would get it. But my father's name is Morris, but he spells it Maurice.
Okay.
So we made it clear to him that it's not to be pronounced Maurice, it's Morris.
Okay.
Just apologize, but that's where he was raised. That's how he's always been called, as Morris. So he said, okay, I have this, no problem. And so it came to the point of the reception of the entrance of the parents and then the bridal couple. So first to go through is he's standing there at the edge of the door going, ladies and gentlemen, Now for the parents of the bride, Elias and Amida Menjati, which was damn close. It just, he dropped one H that shouldn't have been there, but it was great. They come in, they're very happy. And I'm standing across the door, like outside, while he's there with the microphone, and he's looking right at me. And now for the parents of the groom, Morris. And he looks right at me, gives me a wink.
Nailed it.
And Barbara Haas.
Not even close.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got called ass, and one of my nephews almost stopped breathing. He was laughing too hard.
Well, you do get called that pretty often. People do think it's your nickname.
Yeah, just not usually to my face, and definitely not at my wedding.
Yeah, that's great.
So wait, Paul, you mentioned that you're from 7 generations of sailors. That's right. So I was going to make that joke, but so if I were to say something like, "Oh, the year was 1778,"
yeah, we're not going to get into Barrett's privateers.
okay, just wondering.
So I moved away from Nova Scotia. This is 7 generations of sailors. That was really complicated. I have to state for like filming out like family history on medical forms. Because all it really proves is that my family has a predisposition to drowning.
But it's a very good one.
Yeah.
No, I'm very lucky. I'm friends with my ex-wife, and so she still lets me tell that as a joke. So
cool
that we're friends. No, there's. Oh, that was funny to me.
Oh, I like it.
But yeah, so did anyone have any suggestions for future battlefields?
Oh.
Hang on, I had a list of something.
And talking, we still have half the audience is still watching us. Did I ever own a waterbed? I've never owned a waterbed. Has anyone here ever owned a waterbed?
No, but I'm not sure that would make a good battle.
Wow, Scott, you are much braver than I thought because you also have cats.
It was I didn't own it when I had cats, but it was right around when I was 20. I think I was 20. I had a waterbed, but immediately the heat pump broke on it, so it stopped being hot and was just a cold bed of water to lay on. It was delightful.
So was that in BC or was that in?
That was in Kelowna. It was in a basement of a house in a small room that I shared with my friend Todd, who slept on a bed on the floor. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Because he wanted to drown if you went pop.
Yep.
He was a big surfer, I take it?
No, he was just very poor.
Sean Griffin is showing his age, saying he's never even seen a waterbed.
Wow.
You're really missing
saying, my parents did when I was a kid, but I definitely jumped on it and popped it. But I definitely
don't blame yourself for water not being structurally sound. It's not your fault.
Well, of course, it only works in Vancouver anyways. If you brought it up to here in Calgary or Quebec, it'd be a frozen, ice rink right now. For what? How do you sleep on that thing, anyways? I mean, like, if you can't be a tosser and a turner, right? Because otherwise, you'd just be you, your bed, and a pool of vomit.
Oh, it's great! It's so fantastic. I still have back problems.
Oh,
I just learned I don't want to take road trips with Mark. He's that easily motion sick.
Oh no, that's only in the car. When we're sleeping, we're all moving. Well, actually, most people, I would be sleeping most of the time at the wheel anyway. So
I have some potentially fun waterbed trivia, which is I read this really interesting article about waterbeds and why they went out of style. And one of the reasons is because they're so hard to move with, because you have to everything and so that was why, because people couldn't move when they had one.
Guess why I don't have a waterbed anymore. It was in a basement and I moved. So where the hell am I going to drain that thing?
Oh my gosh, no.
Such a weird thing.
Not
I'll
to change the
start
subject, but if you would like to see where the meows came from
Meow.
during today's show.
Sweet baby.
Aw.
Oh,
Is that a
Ooh.
I'm in a new
Guys.
building, and I'm still on this
Ooh.
show. How did
I
I
was
get onto this
sitting
show
here
with
Oh
him?
my god, what a beautiful baby.
Ooh.
Oh,
he is quite a beautiful baby. He likes to say meow, and he likes attention. So he's probably very excited to be famous on the internet right now.
so
Definitely a
famous
cat.
and lovable. Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
We
Say
got an
hello.
old puppy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he weighs more than a dog, so you know.
some
Like
mushy.
I cannot properly show you the size of this cat.
So
Just,
it's
just
loose,
trust
is
me.
it loose
we got
cat
competition.
or no?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
we're
so
winning the
Look.
internet right now.
Yeah. I gotta give him back to Marma.
Oh,
I know.
look, there's a cat off. A
Yep.
cat off is happening.
Yes. Hello, Fluffy cat.
Look at
Hello.
that kitty. Oh,
He hates
sweet
this, so he's
baby.
gonna go down. on it.
Oh, but he's super
No,
cute.
come back.
What a sweet baby.
Elstouch is saying, I will say I feel like a waterbed would save lives in a house fire, though.
Yeah, good.
No, you just sort of melt into the waterbed. It just
look
becomes
at
a part of you.
that.
It says he looks like Morris because somebody remembers the old cat food commercials.
Mochi.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought he was implying that this cat is your father, which
Yes, I thought so too.
No, we've already established my father spells his name Maurice.
very true. But
But you
phonetically,
guys got the same hair color.
I was gonna say this
That's
is also a ginger.
true.
You're acting super nice on
So,
camera.
Erica, you said that you're cat sitting the cat, so that's not your full-time cat?
This is not my full-time cat. No, he actually lives with another comic. I borrowed him for a few days. He also made an appearance on a previous BattleCOM after show, just because he likes attention. He is very large. He weighs a lot, and also he likes to be picked up and held like a baby.
That's so freaking cute.
Nice.
So my arms are very, very tired most of the time.
Oh, he's so
Yeah.
cute. So cute.
Well, then he's doing a great job of being a cat then. So
Yes.
He does a
Excelling.
very good job of being a cat. He does. He likes to knock things off of furniture. Excellent cat behavior. He's very nocturnal. Also great cat behavior. And he meows anytime I eat something with meat in it because he wants some. Also cat behavior. Anybody?
Perfect.
If
Yeah.
I had my dog, like he'd be barking at the screen right now, and I would be yelling, "Just turn it into a Coke."
Okay, I'll
Oh,
put
there
you
you
down.
Okay, he's not here. It's okay. Don't worry.
next month on BattleCOM. Oh, okay. That was great. So like, oh, what we got here?
That's
Oh,
Morris.
that's a picture of Paul.
Oh,
No? Yeah.
Paul Senior.
That's
Oh,
Paul
Morris.
recently.
Mm.
That's
bad
that's my
camera.
father. Where
Looks so much like you.
the hair, he wasn't a ginger, but we had the same curls.
Oh,
Aw.
Yeah,
So
very cute.
that's him at about age 19.
It's a cute little sailor suit.
yeah. He's like crossing over Donald Duck and the pose from the one episode of Seinfeld. If y'all can remember that one.
Which
Did you
one?
guys see the large lollipop in his back pocket? Or was that- Are we roasting Paul's dad? Let's do it.
I think we're looking at
That's what
that.
we're doing. Yeah.
I wish I wish I had the photo. There was him and 4 friends in England went up to 10 Downing Street because you could do that in the 50s.
Ooh.
And two of the friends would one of the friends would sort of piss off the Bobby who was standing guard outside, and so the cop would chase off after that person. So the other 2 would go up to the door and pretend to knock while somebody else took the picture. So there's a picture of my father at number 10 Downing Street knocking.
Nice.
And then the other 2 would get to do it. The picture taker and the guy who was running from the cops got to do it. This was apparently a Canadian military tradition.
What? That is
Before
very
you would be shot by snipers for doing so.
And now, yeah.
All right. Ooh, we have a battle suggestion.
Oh,
Nice.
Animal superhero.
Does Airbud
Animal
count?
super.
I hope Airbud counts.
He's a
Yep.
superhero to
His
like
superpower is
basketball.
playing all the sports.
Yeah.
All the sports, not just basketball.
And
Or
likewise,
the,
you can go super villain too. There's Scrappy Doo. There's
There's
And
That's it. No, I'm just kidding.
As Tim Rowcliffe knows, if you
Scar.
do the suggestion, you actually get to read or introduce the topic on screen. You don't have to, but it is something you can do.
Ooh. Yeah, animal heroes, animal villains. Scar. Scar Joe.
Oh wow, that would be another good topic. Is
People we hate.
no, but what
Come
would be
on.
the best animal big time celebrity mashup?
Oh.
So like
like-
Scarlett Johansson.
So you took the suggestion and
Yeah.
said it again.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
saying it's your idea.
I thought you were just giving an answer.
Oh.
Animal superheroes. So that's Viv. So Viv came up with that one.
No. It was what was written on screen. I didn't come up with that. I didn't come up with that. It was on
Okay.
screen.
Well, you
Fair
came up with it. It's a,
coolest spaceship from a sci-fi film. Have we done that one?
I feel like we have.
It sounds like something
I think
we've
that
done,
done
but-
that in the live one.
Yeah, because
But-
I remember
like
doing Event Horizon, I think, for that.
Nice.
And that movie sucks.
That movie does suck.
It's a fantastic film.
What? Hey, speaking of sucks, thanks for bringing up The Fifth Element, Mark. I think this is where I make my nerd confession, where I hadn't seen it until earlier in pandemic times.
Okay.
I know. I was like, man, I can't believe I've never seen this extremely popular sci-fi movie. So I had a little movie night. I poured a glass of wine, I popped popcorn, and then I watched the movie, and it sucked.
It's got
very
so many gems within so much sand, I guess.
I think that's my problem, is that I watched it as an adult woman, not
Mhm.
as something I've never been, a 12-year-old boy.
So
Yeah, I
did
also
you
didn't
say-
like it when I saw it as a 12-year-old boy. I still found it very disappointing, but it's beautiful, visually beautiful.
I liked it. I thought it was Chris Tucker's best work.
Lee Evans
God.
couldn't save it. Lee Evans
That
couldn't
was so
save it. But
cringy.
did anyone here also see Valerian?
Yes, it was the best sequel to the Fifth
No,
Element ever made.
Another Luc Besson film.
That was
Hilarious.
really, really bad, but
Sounds like a type of disease you can contract in the 80s, a Valerian disease.
Isn't it valerium a root that makes you like
Valeria.
sleepy?
There it is. Yeah.
Yes,
That
yes, it
sounds
is.
Right.
It's literally like valerian
It
root makes you
fixes-
sleep, or
It fixes your
Yeah.
posture.
that's what it does.
No, I
How
don't
does
know.
it fix
I'm
your
just saying.
posture?
This is your posture. What a great! Oh my God, you got like great nutrition packaging. Like
Yeah.
super BS stuff. That's so great. Fixes your posture. Okay, great.
Tim Rowcliffe was giving a suggestion of an animal star hybrid is Dwayne Johnson as Rocky the Flying Squirrel.
Oh, I like
But Dwayne's dad was Rocky.
He was.
really.
That's right.
And I
Rocky
know this
Johnson.
because I've been watching the sitcom A Young Rock. I didn't think I
Oh.
would, but I've seen every episode.
Is it good?
It's, you know what? It's watchable. Like
There
if
it
you
is.
if you enjoy
That's
other
fine.
like general family sitcoms, it's fine.
I heard that a lot.
It's
I heard
yeah,
that it's
like
watchable.
it's watchable. There are some, like, if you know even the most basic things about The Rock, there are like cute little winks to things, and you're like, oh, I get it. That's from his career. Like at one point, his mom gets really mad at him, and she says, "It doesn't matter what you think." And I was like, I get that because I was alive in the 90s. Like it's yeah, it's basically just a lot of that, but it could have definitely been much worse. So.
That's good to know.
Yeah, so watch it. It's not the greatest show of the new year because, as we all know, that's The Equalizer starring Queen Latifah. But Young Rock is
Obviously, yeah.
okay.
Who here is still under some sort of
I like
lockdown?
her.
Anyone?
What do you mean?
Calgary.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
Are we like?
Or
Oh,
I
Toronto.
guess
I love the. I don't know. It's true. You don't know in
Like-
Toronto, do you?
I mean, it,
Anyone
like,
I know in Toronto is like, I have no idea.
depending on who you are, we're locked down, or maybe everything's open. I don't know.
Because we should be giving some recommendations for people to watch when they're not watching Monica shows, my shows, those online shows, your improv shows, the 404s returning. Sean Griffin says The Fifth Element gets an A for effort. It is pretty. Lee Evans couldn't save that film though, and Lee Evans is fantastic. He was the bumbling steward on the cruise ship.
Oh, okay.
Incredible physical comedian. If you ever get a chance to see the movie Funny Bones with him and Oliver Platt and Jerry Lewis, it's pretty good. I don't know if Leslie is hitting on my dad.
It kind of seems that way, and you know what? I'm okay with it.
I don't know. It was more like he's talking on the phone to his girlfriends, like discussing the new Teen Beat magazine.
Or is somebody purring? I'm not sure how that R is supposed to be taken. Oh, there we go.
Exactly like that.
Right. As someone who can't roll R's, like.
Hold it, Erica. You're judging by 2021 standards. It was the 90s. It was a strong female role.
Oh, that's so sad but true.
I mean, sure, but yes, but like, was it?
They have amazing casting. I'm not sure what this is referring to.
I think he might be talking about Young Rock, actually, because Young Rock has been played by like 2 or 3 different actors, and they all look quite enough like him. Also, everyone who plays like, the great wrestlers of history, like, all pretty believable. Andre the Giant shows up in the pilot episode. Some of those other wrestler guys also show up. If you like wrestling, you know all of their names.
List 10.
List 10? Of the
List 10 wrestlers.
Yeah.
List 10 wrestlers.
So Andre the Giant is in it. The Iron Sheik is in it. The Rock's dad is in it. Those 2 brothers with the hair who were also characters on Glow, those guys are on it. I'm assuming they're also the same guys who were on Glow. Otherwise, I'm just racist.
Flam Jim.
I mean, those are all the ones on the show.
John.
And then you get into, like everyone that Mick Foley has played. I could just name 10 wrestlers that have been played by Mick Foley, probably.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's the answer.
Good call.
That's the preferred answer.
Saying Mick Foley, I have named 10 wrestlers. So you're welcome.
I do. Did they cover Nova Scotia at all? Because that's where his father's from.
Mm-hmm.
They have not covered Nova Scotia at all. No.
Okay, because Corey from the Trailer Park Boys is his cousin.
Oh.
Whoa!
I think everyone's the Rock's cousin, though, aren't they?
It's a rather. There's an actress in Montreal, Tanisha. I'm trying to remember her last name. I don't think it is Johnson actually, but she was called the Pebble for a little while because she's Corey's cousin, but she's not. But it's only by marriage, so she's not actually related to Dwayne Johnson. But Corey actually a couple years ago won a Best Director for a movie called Black Cop, which I highly recommend tracking down online and watching. It's a pretty good. It's about a cop who's kind of divided on loyalties. Yeah, Black Cop, and almost goes like full Batman on the rest of the police force. I mean, in a more realistic way. Leslie saying Scott is locked down by my weak immune system. Thank you, Scott, because we definitely love Leslie and her hitting on my dad. Then again, her taste.
I like
is Scott,
to watch.
So.
What can I say?
Yeah, well, my dad's name is Arthur. No, it's Morris. Tim Rocklove saying I'm going to the movies this weekend in Barrie at the drive-in. Oh, so jealous. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Chaos Walking.
I'm like, are you going to sneak anyone into your trunk, Tim? Like that, I'm just in it for a deal. I want to get the best deal possible. I want to have a trunk full of pizzas and people that just roll into a drive-in.
Oh, there we go. What is the name of your weird fever dream post-apocalyptic musical again? Highly recommend it. You can actually watch it on YouTube for free because it's never been released on DVD. It is called Radioactive Dreams. So that is.
Oh yes.
That is probably I love that film because the acting is so sincere. It is a post-apocalyptic musical, film noir, rom-com. It's an everything movie. Everything is kind of covered in it. Yeah, it's amazingly acted. It's a lot of fun. Actually, you know what? At some point, I might just do a private viewing for friends. Not online, but online, but we can watch it on my computer. We just won't be streaming it to YouTube or anything, so it won't broadcast anywhere. But if you're interested in watching Radioactive Dreams in the next 2 weeks, send me a message and we'll try to set up a date and a time that everybody can sit down and watch it. By everybody, I mean it's going to be only 10 people that can fit in here, but we'll do what we can. Leslie is saying that she's definitely hitting on my dad. Erica, don't test her. Everybody, please wash your hands for Leslie.
Please do.
Tim Roclef is heading out. I just want to see Chaos Walking to see if any of me survived the extra editing and reshoots. That's the big thing. But it's got Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley, and was declared unwatchable by Lionsgate. And it's now in theaters. So, and it's gotten good reviews. So it's pretty crazy. This is just for Leslie though.
Aw.
My dad's the guy in the white hat, and all of his brothers look alike, except my dad was the thick one at the time. And that's a cousin of mine, and that was taken in 1961, and he's near an adult, so that tells you where I am in my family pecking order, age-wise. So, wow, is that does he not look like he's from Rebel Without a Cause, the guy with the cardigan?
Yeah.
A little bit,
Just
yeah.
have a cigarette hanging out his mouth.
Yeah. And my dad with his pipe. Sorry. Well, I don't know why I'm going into the family photos.
I don't know why.
Sorry, what did you say about your dad's pipe? Sorry.
And on that note,
Just gonna.
Oh no, okay.
Shuffle it.
Mic drop right there. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there we go. Leslie's got a new hottie. Who's the hottie in the sweater? I got to try to figure out which of my cousins that might be. Could be Perce. I'm not sure. That was his name, Percy.
Perce? Oh, Percy.
oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so it makes more sense. But yeah, you shorten names, so. Yeah, all right. Sean Griffin is down for watching Radioactive Dreams with me, I think. Anyone else watching anything interesting? I've never watched all of Avatar in order.
Really? The Last Airbender?
Oh,
The Last Airbender, the
Get out of
animated
here.
cartoon.
How far are you?
I think I'm on season 3 right now.
Oh, man. Have you cried yet?
Of course.
Appa
Appa
so
just
good.
disappeared, so they're still looking for Appa.
Yeah.
But yeah,
My
but Dave
dog's the
Filoni.
same color scheme.
What was that?
My dog's the same color scheme as Appa, so I keep saying yip yip to him. No response. No response.
His tail's just not wide enough.
Yeah, basically.
But you
I've
mentioned
been
Dave
watching-
Filoni was a writer on that one. Yeah.
I've been watching Mad About You.
What was that?
I've been watching Mad About You. I got
Ooh,
pretty hooked on that show. Yeah.
Great.
Paul
It's
Reiser's so good.
And
Right.
Stephen Wright just dropping bombs in there, just so casual.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's so good. So now I know how to manage a relationship properly.
Oh yeah, I've been watching Crossing Jordan.
Oh,
I don't know
classic.
why I'm watching Crossing Jordan.
I don't
but
know
I
why I
love-
called it a classic, but
I
we
just
lost
love
Monica. Thank you, Monica, for being part of the stream. I think she had to go.
thank you, Monica. We love you.
Goodbye.
She wrote a secret message. Yes.
Yes.
Monica said she needs to sleep, and I understand because she worked very hard to destroy all the other battlers on this show, so she must be tired.
So true.
Or she's just gonna go work on that coat. Who knows?
So who's been watching Crossing Jordan?
I am.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
solely because of my deep love for Miguel Ferrer, apparently.
Mhm.
I love that man.
Great man, great voice. R.I.P.
And,
Yep.
Mahershala Ali's in it for some reason. It's very
I love it.
confusing.
For real, this
yeah.
show was on when we were younger than we are now, and it was just a bunch of regular TV actors, and two of them have now moved on to be some of the most beloved actors in the industry, and they were
Yeah.
both on Crossing Jordan at one point. It's crazy.
such a weird show. It's not even that good, but I'm deeply invested in it, and I won't stop till I finish.
I mean, you might as well just stick with it at this point. The later seasons get a little weird, but what network TV drama didn't get a little weird in the later
Yeah.
seasons?
They all suck in season 5 or 6, so
Yeah.
whatever.
You
And
know
you're
what
just
is
like,
actually
get off the island. Damn it.
you know what is actually pretty good? The first season I think just ended, but I'm still kind of catching up on it. Resident Alien was a lot of fun. If you
Yes.
haven't
I just
watched
started
it
that
yet, you should.
yesterday.
Oh my goodness, it is.
I'm gonna get
It's
into
very
it.
good. Peak Alan Tudyk.
Oh my
What
gosh,
is it
he is
on-
our
what-
greatest living actor. Can I just say he truly is?
He is wonderful.
Unfortunately, last time I said that was the night before
Fireball?
Christopher Plummer died, and I literally
Oh, man.
said, I was like, Alan Tudyk is our greatest living actor. Sorry, Christopher Plummer. And then the next day he died. So I have a lot
Don't
of
you
apologies
kill-
to make.
So you
Don't you kill
actually
Steve
killed
the
Christopher
pirate?
Plummer.
I know. So like I guess now it's true. He does actually hold the title, and like this show is proof of that.
Been renewed.
Yeah, it has.
What,
Okay,
what network are you watching it on?
it was on CTV Sci-Fi Channel, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
It's sci-fi in both countries. So
Okay.
So if you have the CTV app, you should be able to watch it. And
I
yeah,
also
so if
know
you
how
have,
to steal.
Yeah, I
can-
stream illegally,
Perfectly
allegedly.
legally, right?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Sean Griffin
Fine.
is pointed out that he once was in a bar in Denver and saw someone who looked so much like Paul. I had to point it out to both of them, and I was told to stop drinking. I have firm belief of that. My entire family looks alike. We only have one face. So if you saw my father's face and you saw his brother's face, there's only one face in the entire family. We are so much alike. I have actually been stopped on a street and said, "Which Ash are you?" Because they knew what family I was from, but the red hair was throwing them off a little bit because it's only been a couple generations back that they had the red last. But yeah, it's in Montreal. I locked eyes with a guy in across a metro platform, and we both looked at each other because we both realized that we may have the same father. It was like, I mean, my dad was here for Expo 67,
well then.
but he was married to my mom, and I know how much he loved her. So
But it was the 60s, so who knows?
I don't know if I can't believe I just said that about my dad on the internet.
I mean, let's hope not, because I'm sure that your dad was a great stand-up guy. But
I mean, he
We've been
was a
saying some
sailor,
things.
though.
he was a sailor.
And he
was
swore
a
like-
sailor.
My dad was a sailor.
I believe Austin Powers says, "Filthy buggers go port to port."
There you go.
And you also hear any port in a storm. Sean Griffin, Emily and I just finished her first walkthrough of Firefly and Serenity. I'm still reeling. Can't stop the signal. Can't
It's a
stop the
classic.
signal.
oh, man.
It's weird to say it's a classic now. It's almost 20 years. Jeez.
Oh, wow. Barry, who's
cool.
watching Barry?
Not
Because
much.
the
Yeah.
third,
Is there another
third
season?
season, third
They've got
season
another season?
is written. I think they have the fourth season written as well, but third season they stopped production because of COVID. So it will be coming out. Did I just do the Canadian oot? Oh well, it will be coming out. There's plans. Like Barry's amazing. Bill
Yeah,
Hader
it's
is doing a
great.
fantastic job in that.
Fantastic. Actually, Henry Winkler
Henry
wrote this
Winkler.
I was
really,
gonna say.
yeah,
I
he wrote
enjoyed it
this
for
really
Henry
sweet
Winkler.
article about production getting shut down and like what he's been doing since COVID started. So yeah, not really sci-fi related, but if you just want to read an article of Henry Winkler being like an adorable grandpa, go for it. It's I don't remember
pop
where
culture.
I read it.
I mean, it's fantastic. The idea of assassins working that freely. I really hope it's fiction.
Too.
I'm about to finish off Downton Abbey.
Ooh,
Ooh.
excellent sci-fi.
And who forced you to watch that?
I'm married to her. But
There it is. There it is. Called it.
don't mind it as much if you want to. It's not sci-fi, but it definitely is fantasy in my mind. But just how can so many people be so stuck up for such a long time? I don't know.
I mean, have you met people?
Hold on, you've been to like sci-fi conventions. You've seen the different cliques that don't mix.
Yeah, sure, but those stuck-up people, they have gigantic wings on their cosplay. These guys are just in tuxedos and bow ties. For the whole thing.
Steampunks?
Well,
Huh?
they're cosplaying as penguins, basically.
True.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And as for steampunks, yeah, they have the hats and the goggles and everything as well. Anyways, on that one, I'm going to be signing off, guys. I have to go watch Downton Abbey go strangely enough. So,
we do have one controversial statement just came in. Winter Falcon is greater than WandaVision.
just 2 episodes in. Wait for it.
Wait for it to suck. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, WandaVision was great at the start too, and then it just petered out.
And then it just kept going.
The last episode, there was so much more I was hoping to get, and I didn't get.
It's a Game of Thrones syndrome.
Oh.
Same feeling. Same feeling, a little bit.
Agreed.
Small dose. You can't have expectations or hopes.
Yeah.
Don't hope.
No,
Mark, thank you very much for being part of the
Yes,
show.
indeed.
Welcome to the BattleCOM family, because
Hey,
you
guys,
did do it earlier than I think anyone else here did, because you were battling against Chris Sandiford, Dan Dirksen, Gavin Stevens, so some of the original battlers.
Yeah.
I will give you credit for remembering those names, because I certainly didn't. It was still great. It's still great to have done it the first time. It's still great to do it again, guys. So anytime, really. And I had a really good time. So, all good. Okay.
It was
Cheers.
great. Thanks for being on, Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. See you soon, I hope.
And then there were 4.
I feel like we've covered it all. I don't
think
know.
we
I
have
give my
covered all. We've
I
got
gave
our
my monthly
recommendations
shout
of
out
pop
to The Equalizer, starring Queen Latifah. And then we rightfully talked about things that are probably more important to other people than The Equalizer, starring Queen Latifah.
I mean, it's a great show. Having watched 2 episodes of it and being thoroughly enjoyed it, I'll side with you on that one. It's no New Amsterdam, though. That's truly the greatest show.
It truly is. Like, it is. New Amsterdam is probably my favorite medical drama, starring someone who used to be on Breaker High. Like, I think it really, really, in that subgenre, truly the best.
It's just so bad good, and I love every second. Tyler Labine, so terrible at his job in it, and so lovable still.
Thank you all for performing. Erica, again, big thanks to you for all the help in putting on this show. Scott,
Thank you to you, Paul.
Viv,
Thank you, guys.
both of you were fantastic. Thank you all for being part of the BattleCOM family. And
thanks for having me on, as usual.
Yeah.
Take care,
That was
everybody.
great.
Good night.
Good night, audience.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.